When you're standing in the grocery store looking at some crazy long ingredient list, trying to figure out what's actually in your food.
Oh, yeah, it's overwhelming sometimes.
Right. We often check out the AI agent store for tools to help cut through that kind of noise, and today we found a pretty interesting one.
Exactly. We're looking at the food checker ingredient scan agent today.
Yeah.
It falls under health conditions and personal AI assistance.
And what we want to figure out is, how does this thing really help people make sense of those complicated labels fast?
Right. How does it go beyond just reading the text?
So the main idea seems super simple. You take a picture of the food label or maybe upload one you already have,
Mm-hmm.
and the agent just translates it for you
Yeah.
instantly. Seems perfect for, busy shoppers who just need a quick yes or no.
Yeah, basically. But it's how it translates. That's interesting. It gives you a couple of key things.
Mm.
First, there's a safety score,
A score,
Yeah.
out of what?
1 to 100. So you get this number right away. Tells you kind of how it stacks up. No need to Google every single ingredient.
Okay, that's handy. One number. What else?
It also gives specific risk flags. So it might point out certain additives or if it's really high in sodium, things like that.
But
And importantly, it explains why. It breaks down all that scientific jargon into, plain English.
plain English is good. But here's what caught my eye, the personalization. It's not just general warnings, right? It actually looks at your stuff.
Exactly. That's where it gets really powerful. You can tell it beforehand about your specific allergies
Mm.
or any health conditions you're managing.
So if I'm allergic to, say, soy,
Yeah.
it flags that specifically, not just general bad stuff.
Precisely. Or think about more complex things like a low FODMAP diet or, I don't know, nightshade sensitivity. It tailors the whole analysis to your profile.
Wow. Okay. That's way beyond just a standard ingredient lookup then.
Definitely. No generic app really does that level of filtering based on individual needs.
Okay, but hang on. Scanning a photo, how accurate can that really be for trace amounts of allergens? And isn't there a big risk if it gets something wrong, especially with serious allergies?
That's a really important point. And you actually see the answer reflected in its technical details. The autonomy level is listed as just 28%.
28%. That sounds low.
It is, and that's intentional. It's basically a safety measure. Because it's dealing with health, you don't want it making decisions for you.
I see. So it's purely for decision support. It gives you the info, but you make the final call.
Exactly right. It only does its analysis when you ask it to, when you scan the label. It gives you that one breakdown. It doesn't say automatically add a safe product to your online cart.
Got it. The human stays completely in charge, especially for something critical like food choices.
Mm-hmm. It's a tool to inform you quickly, not replace your judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And for anyone wanting to try it, it often has that freemium model.
So you can do a few scans for free, see if it works for you.
Yeah, test it out on your next shopping trip, perhaps.
So wrapping this up, the real value here seems to be about making nutrition information way more transparent and accessible right when you need it.
Absolutely. It turns that confusing label into something actionable, simplifying food safety knowledge for everyone.
Puts the power back in your hands in the grocery aisle.
It does. And thinking about that level of personalization,
Yeah.
it does make you wonder, doesn't it? How much will tools like this start to replace, the basic nutrition knowledge we've always relied on for our daily health choices?
That's definitely something to think about next time you're deciding what goes in the cart. If you want to explore this agent, you can find it over at aiagentstore.ai.
And as always, we appreciate you taking a moment to rate this discussion. Thanks for listening.